Hi classic bodybuilding fans. This time I bring to the channel a shoulders and arm routine used by a very well-known bodybuilder from the golden age, Robby Robinson, in the company of his training partner from those times, Denny Gable. Don't miss this routine, with which you will take your arms and shoulders to an absolute failure. Robby Robinson is a highly recognized and admired bodybuilder from the golden age due to his impressive appearance and muscular build. He has also held several bodybuilding titles throughout his career, including Mr. America in 1975, Mr. World in 1975, Mr. Universe in 1976, among many others. His charisma and approach to training have earned him admiration over the years as a great legend. His training partner during the 70s was the little-known Denny Gable, a bodybuilder and actor in the late 70s. He also had a Mr. Universe-worthy physique, with spectacular muscle and definition. His name became known after appearing in Wither magazine alongside his training partner Robbie, demonstrating their routines and training systems, this time focusing on the shoulders and arms. Their routine began as follows. As a warm-up and first exercise, the upright row. Robbie and Denny would often start with 1 or 2 warm-up sets to warm up their muscles. This exercise is a favorite of both, and is incredible for developing the trapezius muscles and the front head of the deltoids. It's extremely important to perform this exercise strictly, as this way you'll be able to feel the muscles perfectly with each contraction you perform, and achieve the best possible results. They would both do 1 or 2 warm-up sets, and then perform 5 sets of 8 repetitions, increasing the weight with each set. Now they move to the pulley and perform standing cable laterals. If you don't have a pulley to perform this exercise, you can easily use dumbbells. This movement focuses on working the lateral head of the deltoids, which is what will give us the width we're looking for. With 50 pounds on the pulley, Robbie stood, leaning slightly forward, then held the cable near his midsection and raises laterally to shoulder level. Robbie advised Denny that with each set of this exercise, the wrist should be supinated to a new position, as this will work all facets of the deltoids. Denny and Robbie perform 5 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions. The next exercise is bent over cable laterals. This exercise focuses on working the posterior deltoids, which tend to be a bit behind in shoulder training. If you don't have a pulley, you can still do it with dumbbells. In the bent over position, your arms should be raised to shoulder level for a good contraction. Also, make sure your arms are slightly bent during each cable movement to take the strain off your elbows and avoid discomfort. This exercise was also performed in 5 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions. And to finish the shoulder section, they perform the behind the neck press. This particular exercise is one of my favorite shoulder building exercises, as it helps us gain the most muscle mass in the deltoids. At the end of the exercise, they would assist each other in a few force reps, ensuring their shoulders would explode with pain and feel pump, finishing with perfect sets. This exercise was performed in 5 powerful sets of 6 to 8 repetitions. Now we move on to the arm section, which will be equally intense, starting with barbell curl. This exercise is extremely effective if you want to build as much muscle mass as possible in the biceps. To begin, Denny grabbed a 100-pound barbell to warm up the biceps. Then added 10 pounds to the bar each set to force the biceps to work as hard as possible, ensuring maximum stretch and contraction. They perform 5 sets of 12 repetitions. Now we move on to a superset for the biceps, hanging one arm dumbbell curl. This exercise is a variation on the classic dumbbell curl, but this time, instead of using both arms, is performed individually. Stand next to a vertical support that you can hold onto for balance. Then, holding a dumbbell with your free arm, raise it, contracting your biceps as much as you can, while supinating your hand for perfect execution. One arm cable curl. This exercise is similar to the previous one, except that according to Robbie and Denny, the cable tension in this variation adds an intensified dimension to the workout. Just remember to stretch and contract the muscle with each repetition to ensure muscle mass gains. For this superset, both perform 5 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. And to finish the workout, they perform concentration curl. This is one of my favorite bicep movements, since, as most of the legends who do it say, is the best exercise for building bicep peaks. In this case, Denny grabbed a 50-pound dumbbell, leaned forward with his arms extended, and raised the dumbbell to his shoulder while supinating his hand, ensuring a full contraction with each repetition and good development of the bicep peak. They perform 5 sets of 12 repetitions of this exercise. This shoulder and arms routine, designed by Robby Robinson and Denny Gable, shows us not only the effectiveness of classic bodybuilding exercises, but also the dedication and focus necessary to achieve optimal muscle development. By following these exercises and tips recommended by these great golden age bodybuilders, you can work to absolute failure, taking your training to the next level. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this shoulder and arm routine, which will help you take your muscle development to the next level. Just make sure you go to failure and give it your all on every set to maximize your results. If you like it, you can support me by subscribing, linking, and sharing the video to continue spreading classic bodybuilding. Take care of yourself and keep training hard.